all are investors. So we thought to have a community where we will get all the legit projects. When I talk about legit projects, they have to be KYC verified, they have to be audited, and all the devs, we request them to share their KYC documents with us. I mean, just to be a little more secure that we are investing in a good project which is legit. So yeah, today we have Owners Utility Token team. They have thanks team for providing all the KYC documents and going through the process. Really appreciate it. So let me set the stage for the day. First, we'll love to hear about you guys, your past experience, whether you guys were into any previous crypto projects. Then details about the project, followed by questions from our community, and then R&R. Right?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
That's fine.
So, over to Paul and Das.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for having us for the Owners Unity Crypto Gem Hunters AMA. It's great to be here. There's a lot of fantastic people in this group, I can see already. So it's a pleasure to be able to present our project to you guys. So Owners Unity is decentralized finance meets real estate. Owners Unity aims to revolutionize the way that the world purchases property. For homeowners, it means abandoning the old mortgage system in place for our Owners Unity payment program. Most importantly, it means abandoning the credit check system in place of an affordability check. You should not be denied to buy a home often when you are paying double in rent than you would a standard mortgage payment. So that means that we can provide affordable housing to more people around the world. It also means lower entry for the deposits for a home. So many people rent for many, many years just to save up to have enough to get a mortgage. Why do you need such a large deposit? With Owners Unity, we'll be providing deposits at a fraction of what a standard sort of mortgage provider would. Mortgage itself is a term that we're completely pulling away from. We are not a mortgage provider. We have built a special Owners Unity payment system that is completely different and, in our opinion, beats a mortgage system hands down. So through our rewards for homeowners and unique tokenomic system, we also help to reduce the standard 30-year mortgage payment down to a fraction of that in Owners Unity payments. The message and our goal is simple. Everyone deserves a home. Everyone should be able to afford a home. So moving on to the team, that was a brief overview of our sort of goal and our mission. The team itself, we've put together a strong bench of directors and advisors with a wealth of experience from all relevant sectors, from blockchain, tokenomics, real estate, construction, and finance. So I guess I'll introduce myself first. My name's Paul, Paul Somerville. I've been in marketing and promotions for over 10 years. I've known Scott for around 12 years, and that's why he's brought me on board to this project. He's seen my marketing and promotional skills develop over a decade. My specialities are leveraging and managing global promotions teams. I've worked with some big brands across the world. I have a very deep influencer and key opinion leader network in which I can utilize at a very cost-effective rate, which is a sort of a unique ability for many marketeers in this industry. Yes, Scott himself has been in crypto for many years. He is a company director in the energy market. I'm sure he can do his own introduction in a moment's time. We also have people in the construction and property management industry. So Barry McGinn has 18 years in property development. He's also involved in the $500 billion Saudi Arabian Neom development, which is, you might have seen it online, the Line City, which is being constructed in Saudi Arabia. We have Dean White, who is our Chief Technical Officer. He has many years experience in programming, graphic design, 3D development, which will also be part of the 3D home modeling section that Scott will explain at a later date. We have Sal, who's experienced in programming, graphic design, and web development. He is a co-founder. Simon Henderson also has been involved in property management for over 35 years and property for 18, starting out as a sales and lettings negotiator. And Harvey McFall is our financial analyst and who's also been involved in the education sector for almost 20 years. So I can pass you over to Scott or Das, who will give you a rundown of maybe the company formation, how it began, what was the thought process, and maybe more on the tokenomics.
Great, Paul. We'll love to listen to Das now. So in total, if I can ask a question here, how many are there in the team and how many are from the dev side?
Yeah, hi, we've got 2 in the dev side with regards to crypto, and we have 4 in the real world side. We also have other people that are working with us, but they aren't our advisors. But we're speaking to other owners other owners of cryptocurrencies that you're well aware of yourself, who are offering assistance and advice. So, there's without mentioning their specific names, there are, we've spoken to people behind Everrise, we've spoken to the people behind Evergrow. I've got people on my LinkedIn that are high up in your Reflex finance company. So we've got our own set of advisors, but we're also listening to the community and helping to evolve the product as we go, because it's an evolving product. It can't be stagnant due to the market forces that are out there. This product will consistently evolve over time. So that's the areas that we're working in, and that's the kind of split between the 2 teams. The real world team is key, as well as the crypto team.
All right. You can go ahead with your presentation now.
Okay. With regards to where the company came from, it's been a long time. The idea, the concept first started many years ago. Just speaking amongst friends. Shay Taylor, who is one of our advisors, and he's a close friend of mine, bought his first, he run a post office and he bought his first home at 18. He now has an extensive portfolio. And over the years, we've had many discussions with friends of ours who are business people, some work in the property field, just around how the property market is becoming more expensive. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember when mortgages only used to be 20 years, but I remember when a mortgage was 20 years and now it's 30 years. And obviously, we were seeing how unfair this was and how we could try and bring it back around to the people it's supposed to focus on. The time we first came up with a basic principle for this, it was hard to get going because people didn't want to fund anything that was going to take them out of business. So it was only with the evolution of crypto and the ability to raise independent finance that we came up with a version that we thought was perfect. I started in about April, May last year. I got together with Sal in about June. We started talking things through, I talked to the real world utility people that I know from my contacts in the business. I run a business consultancy. I've worked in the construction industry, the project management level, etc. So we brought that all together, and in August, November last year, we founded the limited company for the real world, and we started building that side out. And then we got through to the contracts, and we've got through to the stage where we are now speaking to you guys with everything in situ and ready to move forward with. So that's the overlying history of where the business comes from. And with regards to, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And the thing to remember is we have two core principles. Those core principles are: everyone has the right to a decent standard of living, and everyone has the right to a decent standard of home. Now, I've already explained the reason why we're here, and so has Paul. Housing prices are going up, wages are staying down, and the thing with credit checks is they're non-human. It's the non-human aspects. Most people, especially now, there's a whole new class of people whose credit ratings have been adversely affected through no fault of their own. It'll be due to the pandemic, and those people will now have virtually zero chance of getting on the ladder, and that's not fair. So we're looking to impact on that. And if we look at what we can do for people, with regards to you guys, the investors, we've got a reward system for stakers and holders, which is very innovative, which we will walk through later. Our system also offers reduced risk due to market volatility. Our token is kind of unique in the way that once we're up and running, the bear market won't have that much of an impact on us. And at some point, it will be a case of your rewards from the real world side will outweigh any rewards that the crypto side can offer. So that's something to bear in mind. And the twin nature of the reward system offers protection. So when the market's up and running high, you've got the cryptocurrency sending you the multiple levels of rewards. And as the company grows, the company provides you a larger volume of rewards. So that's how we're looking to protect our investors from that perspective. What can we do for the clients? We want to give everyone the chance to climb on the housing ladder. So the conditions to get on will be still stringent, but they will be easier. We'll look at the people behind the paperwork and make sure that everyone has an opportunity. And the way we'll do that is by putting it through the community. The community will vote on everything. The clients will be able to clear their balance quicker, so they won't be tied down to a conventional 30-year stone around their neck, and we will improve their level of wealth due to our innovative reward system, and we will offer them additional financial security because each of our homes will have a portfolio tied to the home. So once you own the home outright yourself, there will be a portfolio tied to the home that will provide you additional funds that you can use for additional help. So if you get yourself in trouble or something happens, you have an additional medical bill, you can draw down on the funds in your portfolio to make sure that your home is never at risk. So your home will truly support you. There are some additional levels which I think are important for the investor peace of mind, because obviously you guys want to know, is this safe for me and what are they doing to protect me? We have anti-whale and anti-dumping mechanisms built into our contracts. There's also a time delay between sales, so no one can stack consistent levels of sales and wreck the price, so to speak. And like I said, our unique investment system, so every buy and sell transaction, you receive reward. We do the manual buybacks and burns, and we are looking at staking from launch, and there will be additional staking. We also offer APY on our vesting schedule. So if you are in any of the pre-sale rounds, you will receive an APY on your purchase, because we believe that the people that invest in us to get us started and to help us make a difference deserve to be treated exactly the same way as the people that purchase on launch can put their tokens into a staking pool and receive rewards too. Another thing we do to protect our investors is we are looking to lock our LP and our smart contract in a third-party contract, and we are looking at Everrise to do that. We are going to use a launchpad for the contract audit and the KYC, and we are looking to do that with Reflex. We've got all of the contracts in now, so we're ready to go with that. Any changes that impact the community will be voted on by the community. So every decision, every major decision about the direction of the company will go through the community, and any changes that are to be made to the contract go through the community. We can't access the liquidity pool or the contracts without you guys giving us permission. So we truly are a community structured project. The additional benefits is we're looking to create green carbon neutral housing, and obviously we want to increase home ownership and reduce poverty levels, which is key. If we can put people in homes at a good price of a good standard and they have a portfolio tied to them, then those people in those homes aren't going to be struggling with costs as much, and therefore that will lift their standard of living. And as we all know that if you can raise the floor on poverty, you increase everyone's prospects in life moving forward. So we believe that's absolutely key to what we aim to do. Now, I will just switch back to Paul quickly now, and Paul can run through the process to ownership.
Guys, yes, so we want to try and make the path to home ownership super simple. So we will obviously be marketing this worldwide. When we take on Owners Unity, we're not just thinking of this as a UK business. We truly want this to be an international project to help cure the housing crisis that's causing problems all over the world. So whether that's in Asia, Central Europe, the USA, developing markets all over Africa, we want to have this as a truly global business. So applicants will be able to head to the website where there will be an application process, an application form. Again, this will not go to the standard credit check system that this traditional system makes. We, in fact, use an affordability check. We did an EMA, might have been with Dirty Mike, and someone on the EMA said that they were actually a good earner, they had a good income, they were in their mid-30s, and because this person was in the United States, they actually had a medical bill come out in their early 20s that they were unable to pay for. Now, this actually prevented them from getting a mortgage for decades later, and we think that's terrible. We think that shouldn't be the case. So that's why we use an affordability check. So, for example, have you been paying $1,000 a month in rent consistently for 6 months, but you can't get a mortgage for $500? So you've clearly proven that you're able to afford that. Once you pass the affordability check, we then put it to community vote. As Scott or Das has explained, we're a very community-orientated project. So we will put it to community vote. And if they pass that, then they move to the Owners Unity second stage. If at any point they fail, the affordability check, for example, they can reapply at a later date. If they are declined on the community vote, they are then put to the reserve list. But pending the pass all that, they can move to the second stage. So the second stage begins with a property evaluation. We would use independent surveyors to go in and make sure that property is up to our standards. Obviously, we are taking on that property, we pay for it in full, so we need to make sure that it's up to our standards. There is a cost of property and administration fee applied. Then once we've purchased the property, we request a down payment for the owner's unit payment system, and then we receive essentially a monthly payment or the equivalent to rent into this sort of out tokenomics. Then once the person has completed the full term, they actually have full ownership of that property. I'm not sure if Das wants to comment on some of the tokenomics, the client tokenomics involved with the ownership in terms of the reward distribution.
Yeah, I'll cover the whole of tokenomics. I just want to add to what Paul said. When you go on the reserve list, you're not stuck there forever. We don't take on more applications until we've gone through the list. So if you pass the affordability check, we will house you. It might not be the first round that you get into, but as we take on board more properties, we don't then take in more applications and put them through the process. We will have periods of taking applications, then we will build lists, and then the people on the lists will be housed. That's how we plan to work. That is a process that can be adjusted dependent on what our community feels. Like I said, this is an evolving project. With regards to the tokenomics, we have 6 levels of rewards for our investors. So that's 6 independent levels of rewards. Firstly, you've got the buy and sales tax. You get your BUSD stablecoin rewards from that. Secondly, you've got the secondary autonomics, which is the first stage of the real world utility. With a percentage of that, a percentage goes through to the stakeholders, but we also make sure that a percentage goes to all holders. So even people that don't want to stake their tokens still get benefits from the real world utility, because you guys are our shareholders. I'm sure you're aware that in the marketplace today, the only real benefit you get from the real world application, so to speak, is the hype that is fed back into the crypto world. So if a project does well, the price goes up, you see a bonus, you get a reward. But if the real world project is making millions of pounds, none of that seems to flow back directly to the guys that help them get started. We don't do that. We're not having any bonuses for fat cats or anything like that, and we don't have to distribute the funds to shareholders because you guys are the shareholders. So the profits are redirected through the secondary and tertiary tokenomics back to you guys. So your profits, the profits from the company, are always being fed back to the people who are funding the business. The tertiary tokenomics obviously then feed back with a similar reward to the token holder. So you've got the tertiary tokenomics going back to the token holders, not only from the client tertiary tokenomics, but also with the percentage of the funds that go to cover out costs. If there is any surplus funds, that gets reinvested, and the reinvested monies from that portion is also redistributed in accordance with the tertiary tokenomics. So there are multiple levels of rewards that go back to you guys and make sure that everyone receives a good standard of funding out of this. And we think that that's key. You know, like I said, it's important that you guys that have invested in the token actually see not only the rewards of us doing well as a community and as a company, but actually see the real world benefits of what you've helped us to do. So not only are you helping people get on the property ladder and improve their lives, you're also getting a reward from the additional monies that are made. Now, with regards to the way that we've structured this, we've added additional security in this by having a combined reserve. It's in the white paper, so I urge you all to look at the white paper. We have set a couple of strategies. We can't tell you what the first strategy is because that's key to what we do. And if we were to reveal that, all of our competitors could just go, thank you very much for the information, and off they would trot. So the second strategy is a hybrid. The portfolio is a long-term portfolio, is a hybrid, 50% traditional stocks and shares, 50% crypto. And of the 50% crypto, 30% would be top 5, 10% mid cap, 10% low cap. The third strategy is a 90% crypto strategy, which is 40% Bitcoin, 25% top 5, 25% low cap, with a 10% reserve being sent to the combined reserve. Out of the tertiary tokenomics, as discussed earlier, 10% of that goes to the reserve. So we have a combined reserve with funds going in from 3 different pots, and they are split 50-50 between gold and between Bitcoin. And we've used them so that we have a good balance. So when the market goes up for gold, we can then use those funds if there's any dips in the market that we can capitalize on. And the same with the Bitcoin reserve. We can then utilize some of that to use to take advantage of anything that happens in the cryptocurrency market that we feel would make you guys additional funds. So that's the basis of the tokenomics and the strategies that we are employing to safeguard the project. So we're not putting everything into crypto as we grow. We will have real world utility. We will have the shareholding from the traditional markets, and we'll also have it in the cryptocurrency markets. So we feel that we found a balance using the separate strategy pools to make sure that we have a consistent and positive advantage and growth scale to manage where we plan to go moving forward. Has someone else got there? Because I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Sorry, it might be me. Apologies. I was waiting to interject there. No, it's a good time to mention. We actually offer a whitelist, usually about 1 for every 10 people that's in the room. So please do prepare your questions, because we do a poll at the end in our Owners Unity community. And we base that on the most interactive members from the AMA, so the people with the best questions, etc. So please do prepare that, and you can register for our seed round, which is happening tomorrow at 2300 hours UTC +1. You can pre-register for that at outoken.org. But yeah, please do prepare your questions for the end, because it's always good to have a bit of interaction from the participants. Sorry, Scott, I'll let you continue.
No worries. I'll just wrap up as I always like to, just with the long-term vision, because this project is meant to be here for the long term. And what we're looking to do, our end goal is to build carbon neutral, self-sustaining, smart homes built on the blockchain that manage everything in-house. We plan to have all of your papers with regards to the ownership of your property tied to the NFT. The NFT will also have real world utility to offer benefits and advantages for people. There will be different tiers, so people in the lower level will have more beneficial things for them. People higher up will obviously have a few more benefits to them, and that's the end goal, to build them, run totally on renewable energies, so solar, wind, water, biomass, and that's the end goal, is to help as many people as we can. It will happen over a long period of time, and we're also looking to build out a full crypto ecosystem. So we are looking to go from a token to a coin. We will be looking to build the full ecosystem, Launchpad, NFT marketplace, having additional dApps, anything that can increase revenue, the revenue streams to help us, to help people in the real world, and to make this a truly hybrid organization. And we hope that you guys have liked some of what you've heard, will ask the difficult questions, and will join us on that journey.
Yeah, thanks, Das. I mean, really, it sounds to be very interesting. The first time I'm at least listing something related to a property and crypto, and house for all. It's really unique. So I would like to know something on the timelines as well, and when you are planning for all the utilities. First, which utility is going to come over, then next? Can you just throw some light on that?
We have a plan in place. We are looking to start Launchpad NFT marketplace to start with, and working on the blockchain, and then we will expand further when we have a more fixed idea of where we're going, because it will be up to you guys in the community. As you know, we put everything to the vote. So the key things, the basic things, we'll get done first. Staking, like I said, is coming straight away. The additional utilities we'll look at, and we will fit them in dependent on which we feel will offer the most revenue stream. I assume that's what you meant.
Golden Hands, are you there? I don't think we can hear you. We may have lost Golden Hands. Yeah, I think we've lost him. And perhaps we should maybe take some questions from the audience just on what we've covered thus far.
Paul, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I've got you now. Welcome back.
Great. I think I had some network glitch. All right, so we have a couple of questions in the chat. Let's go through one by one. So first question is, when this token will be launched?
Stuart, so are we talking about TGE? I know we have our first seed round coming this Sunday. So this Sunday at 11 o'clock UTC +1, you can pre-register for that by going to outoken.org. There will then be another private round, and Scott, I think you're okay with me saying we're looking at TGE in Q2?
Yeah, end of Q2, June 29th to 30th.
Great. I wasn't sure if we could put a date on it yet. Excellent. Sounds good. Yeah, so the TGE will be at the end of June.
Great. I think, Bullish, you have your answer. The next question is from Dave. What makes Out unique from the existing tokens available in the market?
Oh, that's just the fact that we're going to be a hybrid token with real world utility that offers real world consequences. We're looking to change a whole entire marketplace and make it more beneficial for the clients, because it should be in the hands of the clients. The monopolies that run it at the moment shouldn't be dictating the pace to you guys. So I don't know of any other token out there at this point that offers the amount of real world rewards being funneled back into the actual investors, and offering the security that even if the crypto market collapsed 90%, 95%, but we're at a stage where you are receiving your rewards from the real world utility. That's not going to impact you. The price of the token won't impact you, because the rewards you're getting from the real world utility will always be coming in. So you will always be receiving rewards from every client of every house, and every investment and every construction that we build will be coming back to you guys if you hold the token. So I think we're unique in the aspect that if this project goes half as well as we hope it will do, everyone who's involved in holding the token will always be secure in holding our token. That's the first point. The second point is all of our clients will have a home that actually takes care of them. So, like I said, if you have a portfolio tied to your home and that portfolio gives you a passive income, your home provides you with a passive income, you have extra security. We are also looking at tying in the real world utilities for homes into the portfolio, your gas, your electric, etc. Until we can get carbon neutral, we're going to have to look at the fossil fuel usage. So, and there are other things we can look at based around that the community will decide on. This is a concept, and there are so many things we can do to improve and enhance the lives of so many people. And I think that is what truly makes us unique. We will show average people the true benefits of crypto and hopefully help millions more people come on board and adopt crypto as the future.
All right. I think, Dave, you got your answer. So next question is from Ragnar. Guys, do you think this is the right time to launch a new token while crypto market is facing bloodbath? I mean,
yeah, no, absolutely. We understand that the market is down at the moment, but what we also want people to understand is this has real world utility. We're not just talking about real world utility. All we need to do is get up and running. The launch time is not the best, but once we are launched, there's no stopping this. It will be like a snowball being rolled down a hill. So once we're running and we put people in homes, the crypto market side of it will be less important. But it's important because you guys are the shareholders, you guys are the investors, and you guys will receive the rewards. So whilst you put your money in and it's held there and the percentages are used to build the real world company, you will receive the rewards back from that. So the timing is immaterial because this isn't a pure crypto-based token. This is a hybrid project that brings the real world and crypto together in a way that I think crypto was intended to be.
all right. I think, Ragnar, you have your answer.
Hi, Das. I have a question, if I allowed to.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so nice presentation of this token. Actually, I like the idea. So my question is like this rebasing concept, how you are implementing. It's a buyback and burn or the addition of the token.
It's a buyback and burn. No additional tokens can be minted. So it's 10 billion and that's the cap. And then we have the buyback and burn in the tokenomics in the white paper.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Bud. I think you have your answer. So let's go to the next question. Abhishek wants to know which launchpad you guys will be using.
We believe that Reflex Finance is the launchpad to use. We had a bit of an issue sorting out the pre-sale contract because, as I'm sure you're aware, there's not many tokens out there that offer an APY on the vesting schedule. But everything's been resolved, everything's in place, and we're putting forward the application. So we will be on Reflex unless something catastrophic happens, and we don't know what that could be.
Great. Great to know that you're going with Reflex as well. Okay, so next question is from Raj. How you're going to have more investors in your project rather than a trade? traders, and how you will tackle with the market conditions after launch?
Okay, I think if you look at the primary tokenomics, we've tried to find the balance, and as I'm sure you can appreciate, nothing's perfect, but we believe that we found the right balance to entice people to trade the token, and obviously with increased volume, people will trade anyway. But we think with our tokenomics, which if you go to the white paper and you study, you'll see that we offer a lot of rewards for holders as well. There is the case of finding the balance, but as far as we're concerned, we want as many people to hold that want to hold. Volume is important, but like I explained before, this is a hybrid token, and we want you to step outside how you see a traditional cryptocurrency working, because you will be receiving rewards from the real world project. So that will be feeding back into you. And I think in the previous answer, I answered the third part of your question.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have one more question. How do you plan to reach to more investors? I mean, I think they want to know about the marketing that you have in place.
Paul?
Hi. Yeah, sure. So obviously over the next sort of month and a half period or 2 month period, we're going to be doing mass outreach to key opinion leaders. We're going to engage hundreds upon hundreds of key opinion leaders across all platforms, from obviously Telegram, YouTube, Twitter, even TikTok. We will be doing press releases from major authorities, and obviously speaking directly, I mean, this is a product that will just completely clean up the actual property market itself. So the amount of earned media and earned advertising we'll be able to achieve through that will be ridiculous. In terms of the product popularity, I mean, who's going to want to save up double the deposit required when they have Owners Unit as a solution? Who's going to want to go through the painstaking and horrific checks and background checks through a traditional mortgage system as opposed to the Owners Unit payment system? I think once we're live, the product will almost advertise itself. But in the short term, we've got lots planned. We're working with both mainstream influencers as well as crypto key opinion leaders. So it will be a robust multi-platform marketing campaign to attract further investors.
Can I just add something quickly? I just would like to add that we'll also be looking to market this to the general public. And when we're marketing it to the general public, we need to educate them about crypto. So there'll be two different marketing strategies, one to the crypto currency community and one to the non-cryptocurrency community, because we don't want to scare people off. As I'm sure you're aware, a lot of people in the real world don't think crypto is anything that should be good for them. So if we can get them engaged, bring them on board through normal marketing, once they're on board, they will learn the benefits of crypto, and then that will add and increase the adoption of crypto, because we all know that it's here to stay.
Great to know all this. We have one more question from Mason. So he likes to know about the roadmap and about looking for the audit details and the CertiK audit as well. So which quarter are we now in? I think he's
we're in quarter two. Quarter one, some of it was delayed. The reason it was delayed, everything there, audit, seed round, strategic partnerships we're working on. For instance, we're talking to the Prime Oracle service with regards to onboarding the real world utility data so that you guys have a transparent access to all of the transactions. So that's one of the strategic partnerships we're working on. We've got partnerships with 2 separate NFTs that we will be rolling out at a later date. But the development of the contract was delayed due to us being determined to add a KPI in the pre-sale contract. So that's knocked everything back slightly. Now that we have that done, we are applying to Reflex, and I'm sure Golden Hands can confirm this. They perform the KYC, they do the audit contracts, etc. So the audit and everything will come through, because we're going for Reflex Gold, so it will come through them. So that's where that is covered from. And then obviously we can pick up the time back to Q2 because it was only a slight delay on Q1.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Reflex has most stringent audit and KYC verification process. All right, so let's go to the next question. Spartan has a question on NFTs. Do you plan to bring in NFTs as well in the due course of time?
NFTs will be here pretty much from day one. We have a special NFT for early adopters. So people that purchase in the seed round, the private round, will receive an NFT. That NFT will have real world utilities. We will also be, each home that we have will have an NFT. That NFT we're looking to tie the title deeds of each property to. So they will have a repository that has the real world electronic documents, but it will be tied to an interface that's tied to your NFT. We plan to use NFTs for the security systems of the homes and to access the blockchain system that will run your home to monitor all of your appliances, your lights, etc., etc. So NFTs are onboarded early, and the NFT marketplace is something we look to have on board by the end of this year, hopefully.
Great. So let's go to the next question. I think Tech Boy, he joined the AMA a little late. I think this was answered. So again, he will like to know the utilities that you guys will be providing.
The crypto utilities?
Yes.
Yeah, no, we plan to, we're a token at the moment. We are looking to become a coin. We are planning to roll out a launch pad and an NFT marketplace pretty soon after launch. We will then be looking to add an exchange, a decentralized exchange, and we'll be looking to add all aspects of a ecosystem that can bring in additional revenue that will help us grow the real world utility, which will then feed back funds to you guys. So we plan to have a full and wholesome ecosystem that is based on providing revenue to you guys and to the real world utility.
Great. I mean, looks like you guys are coming up with complete ecosystem, right? In real estate space, which is really wonderful. Let's go to the next question. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to add something interesting that you guys might want to know is that we're also looking at the metaverse as well. We have plans for the metaverse that is involved with the NFT and your home and 3D modeling, and I won't say any more than that.
Oh, that's absolutely great. I think we'll talk about it after this AMA as well. So let's go to the next question. Is your smart contract ready? Which blockchain are you guys going with?
Yeah, we're going on Binance, BSC to start with, but we plan to be multi-chain. With regards to the contract ready, everything's ready. The delay wasn't the contract, it was the pre-contract, because the pre-contract needed to have the APY on, because we were determined, because we promised early on that you guys would get rewarded for being early adopters. That caused a slight delay, but everything is now ready and there is no reason why we will not launch end of Q2.
All right. So the next question is there any significant passive income if we invest a huge amount in out?
Yes, there is.
Yes. It's a straight answer. We have a lot of utilities and rewards, right?
Yeah, just look at the tokenomics.
Yeah. So Vishal has another question. Do all the devs belong to the same country, or do they have teams from across the world?
No, we're based in the UK, Europe, Australia, and we're looking to onboard people in America at the moment.
All right. So I think a lot of people are excited hearing about Reflex. So they want to know, when is the announcement going to happen?
We need to wait for Reflex to run the tests and get back to us.
Absolutely. So I think in the chat we had all these questions which we have covered. So we have any other questions from the participants right now? Anybody, any questions that you need answer? You have the team, you can ask. Just unmute yourself and ask. All right.
We must have satisfied all the questions.
I think all the questions they have asked it in the chat itself.
Great, fantastic.
But really great. I mean, for me at least, I love the project. I mean, what you guys are doing, the main goal of the project, it is really awesome. And the kind of rewards that you guys have planned, it's good. On a personal front, if I can ask a question, I mean, how much you're going to collect in your seed cell, in your private cell, and how much you're going for your pre-sale, the soft cap and the hard cap?
Yeah, we haven't set the soft cap and the hard cap yet. With regards to the seed round, we're looking to raise 417 BNB.
Oh, so pre-sale is not yet set, right?
No, yes.
All right. So yeah, so adding to it, I just love the project. I think somebody was.
No. I was just saying about to sort of wind up and say thank you so much for having us. I guess just to remind everyone before we leave, essentially, I think there's so many crypto projects and smart chain projects that they talk about real world use and real world utility, but very few manage to achieve that. With Owners Unity, everybody needs a home. This project is useful to everyone. I don't think there's a single country in the world that doesn't have some sort of housing crisis. I'm sure that the greatest entrepreneurs on the planet will tell you, if you want to create a great business, then find the problem and find the solution. And we are coming here with the solution, and it's very simple. Everyone should be able to afford a home, and that's what we're here to deliver.
Absolutely, this is amazing. I mean, I love the concept of the project itself. So, all right, thanks a lot, Das and Paul, for coming up to our community and speaking about your project. We really liked it. So next, I would request everyone, if you like the project, please go ahead and join the Telegram group. If you have any questions, ask us in our community, or you can directly ping Paul or Das. They'll be happy to address you guys. So moving on, can we go to the spin wheel where we have some giveaways for the attendance?
If I could also just interject just before we close up, just a reminder that our seed round begins tomorrow on Monday at 11 p.m. on the evening, UTC +1. You can register for that now at outoken.org. That's outoken.org, and there's a registration form on there. Thank you.
Great. I mean, we will ping that in our group as well, the link and the procedure, how to go ahead about.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right. Let's go to the spin wheel. 1 sec. We'll just have that thing ready. So in the meanwhile, Paul, you have any videos to show just for 1 or 2 minutes if you would like to show anything? Meanwhile, we'll have the spin wheel ready.
Yes, can do. I will say that while the audio works great on Telegram, the video tends to lag. Now, that's not a problem with our video. It's more to do with just how Telegram operates live streaming. So I'll play the video. There's a little bit of a jump on the video, but the audio's fine.
All right.
Welcome to Owners Unity, a community-driven token that revolutionizes the way the world purchases property. Imagine a future where every home earns passive income, a home that when you sell or pass on, continues to provide wealth and security that can't be sold separately from the property. Imagine then that every affordable housing property across the planet provides the same. That future starts now with Owners Unity. You are purchasing sales tax. Owners Unity will reward its holders with stable coin inflation, funding a buyback and burn, whilst adding to an affordable housing fund to help build homes that really help the global community. Our multi-reward system also ensures that everyone has the chance to improve their financial situation. From owning the token to staking the token, there are multiple rewards for all. Every applicant will be voted on by our community. Every major decision will be voted on, and the progression of Owners Unity will be in your hands as part of the same collective. For your assurance in this project, the team's tokens will be locked for 12 months. The liquidity pool will also be locked and moved to an insured wallet. There will also be stringent limits on all the team's wallets as to the amount that can be withdrawn, and a time limit between withdrawals to add additional peace of mind. Owners Unity aims to return financial freedom to the people who are working hard to better themselves, and also those who are being left behind. Together, we are committed to giving everyone the chance of financial stability and a home that will provide for them, especially in times of need. Join our revolution today.
Great. That was great.
Thanks.
I think we'll have the spin wheel ready. Just a couple of minutes more. All right. I think we are running through a technical issue in the spin wheel right now. Give us 1 or 2 minutes more. We'll get back to you on that. Okay. All right. I think we have a technical issue right now. So what we will do is we will have the spin wheel recorded, and all the winners will be contacted and send the amount $50 each. So 3 names will be getting $50 each. We'll create a video of the same and send it to you guys. So anybody has any other questions to ask?
Perhaps that's everything.
Paul, any ending lines you would like to tell to our community right now? So since we have the technical issue, what I said is we will have the spin wheel recorded and send it to our community. Whoever is winning will contact them and reward the amount.
Excellent. Thank you so much for having us. It's been great and lots of great questions. I've also included a poll in our community group. and I will send the link for that in just a moment after this AMA. But thank you so much for coming. This has been Owners Unity. The seed round begins tomorrow, and you can pre-register for that on our website, as I've already said, outoken.org. Thank you so much, Golden Hand. It's been a pleasure.
I think we have a message from Das. One sec. I'll just check that. Oh, I think it's ready. So 3 lucky people will be awarded $50 each. Let's have the first name. I think the first name we have is Yatin Agarwal. Congrats, Yatin. You got $50. Can we go for the next? Upashna Sharma. Congrats, Upashna. You got $50. We'll be contacting you soon. Can we have the last? So the last one is Arman. Congrats, Arman. You got $50. So just to add to this, thanks to our team. So we will be talking about the project for complete 5 days from today. So we will be posting all the details relevant to the project. Any doubts you have, please feel free to ask us. We have the team. They will be answering all your doubts and questions. They have the seed sale starting from tomorrow. Please go to their website and register so that you get a place for the seed sale. We will have 2 more things going on. One is the game, which is going on till 4th. Please participate in that. We have a winner in that as well. After that, we have another competition where you'll have to shill this AMA video, and whoever gets the maximum likes or votes or retweets will get an award of $25. All right. So thanks, Paul. Thanks, Das, for giving us time. Really, we loved it and would like to wish you all the best for the project.
Thanks very much.